Hey guys, it's Chaz with another Magistry video, and I'm in front of this spooky door today. And I've got my crystal skull, and I'm actually here to talk about a really interesting thought experiment. And usually it has to do with clones. You know, people bring it up whenever they talk about clones and cloning. And but anyway, the thought experiment is, you know, imagine that you have a boat, like a ship, and you take a piece of the floor of the deck of the ship off and you put it off to the side and you replace it with a new piece of floor. Is it the same boat? Of course it's the same boat, you know what I mean? But there's a piece of it that's still over there. Now, if you took every other part of that boat one by one and put them all off to the side and over time replaced them with new parts so that it was indistinguishable from anything, so the boat never looked any different. It didn't have to stop sailing necessarily. It never lost its personhood, I guess, as a ship goes. But over the course of time, every part has been swapped out for these other parts over here off to the side. What happens if you build the original ship back out of the parts that had been swapped out? Which one's the real boat? And I guess that is the thought experiment. You know, which us, you know, if there was a clone, I guess, which one would be me and which one would be the clone? We have the same genetic information, everything's the same, it's just the memories that you share, I guess. You know, there's that something else, that personhood. I guess with the case of the boats, it would have to be like, you know, which is the captain, is the original captain sailing in it? Or is it some other captain? You know, if it's all of the old parts without the good captain who switched out all for the better parts, like, I guess consciousness is the key to all of that. I was thinking about this earlier whenever I was driving, and I thought, if you're like a boat, and you know, we all have these attachments that have been attached to us against our will. You know, whenever we were forming as, you know, babies and children and teenagers and everything, even adults, you know, influenced by the media and stuff. There's some spooky stuff happening across the street, by the way. So anyway, we all have these attachments attached to us, you know, kind of like crappy parts of our boat that makes us not sail so well. So if we can identify the parts of our boat that doesn't really work too well, then we can take those parts off, cast them off to the side, and then, you know, replace those with better parts. You know, we can take our bad habits and transform them into good habits, and we can take our, you know, all of our desires, all of our wants, all of our cravings and addictions and all of that, and we can turn those into something good. You just have to be able to identify them, identify why they're there, and then, you know, separate yourself from that somehow. I'm not a therapist or anything, so I don't know how you choose to do that, but, you know, the same process is still there. So if you can replace all the bad things about yourself that aren't serving you, then you can go to the places that you couldn't go whenever you had those things attached to you. So I guess the boat analogy could be like, you know, once you finally shed all of your old parts, you know, you could formulate a you that is distinct from the you that is your personality after you formulate everything. So basically you look at your old past self and you're like, what the fuck was that all about? Like, that's a totally different person. But until you get out of it, it's really hard to see what you were doing in the first place. I guess that's really kind of the point of magic or whatever, is figuring out how to control things, how to view yourself objectively, how to figure out how you could be better, and then how to separate yourself from the crap. Anyway, check out the website if you haven't yet. It's chazarba.com. That's xasarba.com. And I should have a lot more blogs and stuff up on the website. And also, I think I'm gonna have to start putting these videos up there as well. So I'll see you guys later. Chaz out.